Hi, this is Not Very Good Hunting Channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a year in review, talking about how the archery season went, as well as what kind of took place here in 2023, and what I'm looking forward to for next year. So stick around. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with just finishing up archery season. It finishes on the 31st. I'm not going to be able to get out here until then. So, unfortunately, we didn't get anything. I didn't see anything. Just like in gun season again, and the cameras went absolutely silent. Like, I had a group of a couple of does here and there, but nothing in a while, and no bucks for, I'd say, a good few weeks. 2-3 weeks at least. They all kind of seemed to disappear right before gun season, and nothing really came back in any consistency. Maybe one or two here and there throughout the night, and then a random daytime shot of one. But it was, there was no pattern to any of it. So when I did manage to get out here, it was just blind luck, hoping that something would be by on that day that I'm out here. Hunted a few evenings with my crossbow, mostly at the back plot, but I also tried out at the that newest stand that I set up, the hang-on stand near my dad's spot. Pardon me, I'm sick as well, so lovely way to end the year. But yeah, not much at all. Especially since prior to gun season, it was just dead. Now, I was hoping, because historically later in the year has been good here, but this year, I don't know if it was just the way that the crops were going in the area. There's not very much in the area to begin with, but the ones that are in the area, they were standing the corn anyways. I don't think anybody planted soy around here anyways, from what I'm remembering. But yeah, the corn were still in the fields well into end of November, early December. They didn't start, taking down the last bit of corn. So I don't know if that played a role in keeping all the bucks and does in general, because for a good while, the does that were consistently on our property were gone, nowhere to be seen. So I don't know if the late standing corn is what kept them away from here, but I think I'm going to have to switch it up a bit for next year. In regards to the food, I'm going to go back and do some brassicas in with the clover, at the end of next year for the fall, so I can have something else to give them as opposed to just clover. Which, I mean, there were does in the clover and they were going at it, but it wasn't really browsed or hit hard that I was hoping, in the way that I was hoping anyways. So I'm hoping with it established now, next spring and summer will be better for the clover. I'll probably frost seed in the spring to help it out. But then in the fall, I don't know if I'll just start some new plots for brassica, or kind of just wipe out all the clover and put in brassica for the fall. So I'll think about that over the winter of what I want to do. But the big thing I want to do next year is I want to go ahead and start trying for corn. Also sunflowers too and stuff like that. I have a couple of spots that I want to try. They're full of rocks. So I'll be trying out a new implement to kind of just like mix up the soil before I use my disc. Just because with all the rocks, I don't want to be putting my disc through all those rocks. So I'll be dragging up the ground, picking a bunch of rocks. So that'll be a fun summer. But just to see if I can get some corn going in, and at least one of the spots for corn, and maybe try sunflowers or something else on another spot, just to see how it goes. So yeah, again, pretty disappointing. Didn't even see anything. I know I had heard some does or fawns a couple of times, so they must have been in the area, but nothing came in. But I was doing like grunts, like buck grunts and doe estrus calls, to try to get a buck in, but nothing was around, or at least nothing that I heard. I'd heard something walking around in the back end of the food plot, like in the south plot. But as I was walking by, I heard a bleat, so I'm just going on the assumption that that was a doe walking by. And it was very, very soft, and it sounded young. Like it was not like it wasn't deep. So, but yeah, hey, another year in the books. Another year I got to get out here. Not as much as I would have liked, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, I'll be kind of tuning up that one news stand. Sitting in that, it was nice to see the different vantage points that it gives. And if I can get the back end of that one food plot kind of, going, I don't know if brassicas, or I don't know if I could fit corn back there. It's pretty small, but either way, something else growing in the back, I would have a great view of the one food plot in front, then the ATV trail that leads to the split where the trail leads off to the other food plot, and then the back end of the plot. That stand can see all three of those spots. So I'll have to do some trimming, cut a few cedar trees down and stuff, just so I have a little bit more room to view. But yeah, hopefully that's going to be a pretty decent spot. It's easy to access too. Just coming in off the ATV trail, I just hang a left and make my way to the stand. So it's pretty easily accessible. It's very close to the bedding. Like it's right on the back end of a big area of dense cedars. So that's where I have the mineral plot, and the the does have been hitting that pretty consistently with their fawns, so hopefully next year will be the same. But yeah, that's about it for the year. Yeah, next year I'll be looking forward to trying out that new implement from Black Boar, and yeah, setting up some corn plots. I also I'm thinking we're gonna try to start a little bit earlier hunting next year. There's always been decent amount of action in October. Archery starts October 1st, and the apples are still on the tree then, and the clover is nice and green. If I can get brassicas going or corn, that'll be up good, and hopefully there'll be more action in October. Instead of waiting around and hoping that the gun season is better. And then I only got to go out with my dad a couple times, so he was having a rough go this November. So hopefully, with the weather being a little bit nicer in October, we can get out together and do some crossbow together for the early season. And that'll give me a little bit more time too to go duck hunting and goose hunting, because I only got out the one time this year, and that was just one morning. I didn't go out for very long. It was mostly I wanted to try out my new jacket. I got the Hudson jacket from Sitka, and I wanted to try it out, and it did great. So I'm looking forward to trying that out some more, give a good review for it. But yeah, I enjoy duck hunting and goose hunting, but with all the effort I'm putting into deer and the property here, I barely get any time to go out. So hopefully, if everything works out, I get a deer pretty early in October. Then I have the rest of the year to do duck hunting. But yeah, that's about it. I won't be up much during the winter time. I'll be up here and there doing some trail maintenance and stuff, and cutting some trees and things like that. But luckily, I already had the foresight to get my ATV out, so that's already back at the house. So I don't have to worry about that in the middle of the winter to unbury that thing and try to get that out. So yeah, it'll be fairly quiet between here and spring. And again, thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks for everything. It's been fun making all these videos, and hopefully you guys keep tuning in and enjoying my work here with me. So hopefully I'll be able to get something good on camera hunting wise, because so far it's just been scenery and random animals walking through. So but next up will be turkey, and not to knock on wood, that's pretty consistently decent. But again, geez, every year I'm only getting the one, and going up with my dad and stuff, and we're not seeing anything else. So hopefully it'll be nice to get a few of them around. But anyways, we'll wait for that to happen in the spring. So yeah, so hopefully you all had a successful year. Enjoy your holidays, and we'll see you again in the spring. Take care, guys.